Grilled peaches with mascarpone and an almond lavender praline coming right up on Weekend at the Cottage. Part of our ongoing celebration of Canada 150 is to share wonderful ideas from our favorite Canadians. This one comes from our friends at SANTAGUIDA Fine Foods. We produced a wedding together last summer. This is the dessert we served. Wait until you try it. Off the charts delicious. We're doing grilled peaches served with a whipped mascarpone studded with a praline of almonds and fresh lavender. We start with our peaches. A suggestion, look for those glorious, fully ripened jumbo peaches. We're gonna wash them, cut them in half, remove the stones. We then head to stove top and we're gonna melt a 1/4 cup of butter and then 3 tablespoons of honey. Stir that together. We take the warmed butter and we brush the peaches. Over to a hot grill, medium-high heat. Place your peaches cut side down onto the grill. And the team at SANTAGUIDA says let them just sit there. They want us to see those beautiful grill marks. About 5 to 6 minutes, you'll lift your peaches, you'll see how beautiful they are. Take them off the grill and reserve them to a platter. Ultimately, we want them to cool down a little bit because we're gonna be adding a dollop of mascarpone cheese. I have a small bowl. I'm adding 2 cups of mascarpone, a teaspoon of orange zest, a teaspoon of lime zest, and then 2 tablespoons of honey. Hand mixer, we're gonna whip it until this cheese mixture is light and fluffy. We now need to make our almond lavender praline, baking sheet, parchment lined. We have toasted almonds. You can do them in the oven or in a skillet. Don't overdo it. You want them light and golden. We place them onto the parchment lined sheet, and then we're adding 3 tablespoons of chopped lavender blossoms. I have tons of lavender growing here at the cottage. I do a sprinkle of the lavender on top. Back to stovetop, medium-sized skillet, medium-high heat. We're adding 2 cups of granulated sugar, 1/2 cup of water. Stir everything until the sugar dissolves into the water. And then on that medium-high heat, we're going to warm this ingredient until it turns an amber color. One tip from the team at SANTAGUIDA, have a pastry brush handy, dip it in cold water, and then when you brush the edge of the liquid, the sugar won't burn, no crystals will form. You'll watch the pot for about 10 minutes and then all of a sudden it'll change consistency. It goes that gorgeous amber color. Add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, stir quickly, and then we pour that molten amber liquid on top of our almonds and lavender, and you've just created a praline. We're going to allow it to cool completely before we chop it up into shards. Are you ready to assemble? Take 2 halves of the peaches, place them onto a plate. We add a dollop of mascarpone. Be generous, a generous dollop of mascarpone into the center of each, and then add a few shards of the praline as the perfect garnish. I have a couple of lavender blossoms handy, so I also add them into the mix just for that perfect final touch. As I always say, it's always about the taste, so as I cut into the peaches, get a little bit of mascarpone. So flavorful, absolutely wonderful. I think it's a fabulous summer dessert. I want to thank our friends at SANTAGUIDA, Marco, Carlo, and Joanna for sharing this beautiful recipe. I'll put a link up at the bottom of the story if you'd like to reach out to them to do some catering or to go visit their beautiful store in Toronto. If you're looking for other great ideas, why not head to weekendatthecottage.com. Remember to subscribe to our website. Also look for us on our dedicated YouTube channel, and then finally on your favorite social media feeds. Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. A final thank you to our friends at SANTAGUIDA. To everybody else, come on back and visit again soon. Take care.